Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
David Benavidez officially moving up to 175. Look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And David Benavidez has done a recent interview with the Fresh and Fit podcast. David Benavidez has declared he does not believe Canelo will fight him, so he is now targeting Dimitri Bivol versus Archie Beterbiev winner. He states, and I quote, "I don't think Canelo is going to fight me, so I've got to move on. These guys at 175 are some killers. Now my mind is 100% focused on them." So I find it very interesting. You know, he's in his feelings about Canelo, but he doesn't believe the fight's going to happen. So he's moving on. He's 100% supposedly focused on the winner of the Beterbiev-Bivol fight. So that means he's staying at 175. And I'm going to tell you like this. I've seen this coming. David Benavidez never wanted a Canelo Alvarez fight. He never truly wanted to fight Canelo. We've seen Mauricio Sulaiman expose David Benavidez by coming out and stating that David Benavidez pursued and requested a fight before March, before the mandatory was due, to move up in weight to 175 to fight Alexander Vostok. So you wanted to move up before the mandatory was called. If you want to call Canelo's bluff, force the mandatory. You never did that. So he got another opportunity to force the mandatory in September. He refuses. He's deciding to move on from the fight altogether. So at this point, no one can ever call Canelo a duck. David Benavidez had two opportunities to force the mandatory, and he's not taking either one. You're moving to a higher weight class, and you're not interested in the Canelo fight. At the end of the day, if you mention Canelo again, it's simply clout chasing because you're no longer in the weight class. You're moving on from him, like you said, and you're focused on other fighters. There should never be a need for you to talk about Canelo Alvarez again. From this point on, we know who David Benavidez is. This man said and clout chased Canelo's name for years, talking about a fight that he never truly wanted to take. If he really wanted a Canelo Alvarez fight, he would be forcing the mandatory for September, but he is not doing that. We got to be honest and unbiased, and we also seen the play a long time before because David Benavidez has even been talking about moving up to cruiserweight to fight Sordo Ramirez. So at the end of the day, we know David Benavidez, all of his plans, thoughts, and feelings have been above 168 pounds. When you're thinking about 175, when you're thinking about cruiserweight at 200 pounds, you're not thinking about Canelo at 168. Let's be honest and unbiased. And not once have you forced a mandatory to get that fight. David Benavidez never wanted to fight Canelo Alvarez.